La morale directrice d'Eduniversal, ne pas envoyer les enfants des autres là où on n'enverrait pas ses propres enfants.
Eduniversal, they are trying to help students to choose the best program for themselves to meet their goals and needs.
They look for opportunities in other countries. And that's where Eduniversal steps in.
C'est pourquoi Eduniversal est devenu naturellement, et sans calcul préalable, l'application et l'outil d'aide à la décision finalement le plus pertinent du marché pour les étudiants internationaux.
Beings with opinion, with critical thinking. This is very important for us. We don't want you to transform you to be alike the others, your mates, that will go to the market. That's not the way we teach. We teach them in order to transform them into being themselves. So we don't have a prototype of a student, we have a prototype of a human being. And being a student of Isaac means that it will be educated in order to be a good citizen of the world. Of course, being as well an excellent economist or a business leader.
So a lot of international students, they are looking for the best program to go and to educate themselves and to get jobs later, etc. So they need to have, for example, a source of information that is reliable. And I thought that Eduniversal is a reliable place where you can get information.
I think when students come to a place like ours, they take various inputs in making that decision. So one important dimension for a student in India is, of course, that IIMs are just a very big brand. But what all these international ratings and recognition does for us is it reinforces the excellent brand we already enjoy in India, and it also acts as a signal of internationalization, a signal of global excellence.
La raison finale pour laquelle les étudiants s'adressent à Eduniversal, c'est finalement une recherche d'assurance. Et donc finalement le but c'est aussi de les aider à surmonter leurs angoisses. C'est vraiment important de préciser cela.
Well, the most important factor in my region and all regions, I think, is the quality of the programs that the school offers. Because this will give assurance to the students that they are coming to top-notch program.
So what happens to the remaining bulk of students that do not get selected in the region? They look for opportunities. Their choice is either to go to a second-rate business school here in India, but then they are 97th percentile. They're very intelligent. So they look for opportunities in other countries. And that's where Eduniversal steps in. So suppose I'm searching for an opportunity in, say, Germany or in Australia or in New Zealand or in Canada, or I have information that will help and support my decision from Eduniversal.
Le rôle d'Eduniversal, c'est celui d'accompagner l'étudiant. Tout le monde doit se sentir en sécurité dans l'univers Eduniversal. Peu importe que l'ambition soit petite ou grande, elle doit être honnêtement servie.
Eduniversal, they are trying to help students to choose the best program for themselves to meet their goals and needs. And I thought, participating in such a program will be helpful to the students.
I think that I born a teacher. And so I have this, I think, a natural, I would say, capacity or something to teach. So I feel fully complete when I got what I'd say a license to teach. And the license to teach, particularly in the university, is when you get your PhD. My mission on earth is to be a teacher. And that's why I like education. If it was not in higher education, I don't think I would join the education system. I'm a person that is very curious about life, and I like to try to answer to questions. And in the university, this is what you do. You teach, but you simultaneously, you do research.
I always wanted to be a professor. My entire life. In fact, my mother will talk about how I used to line up my stuffed animals and give them lectures. My father was also a professor, and I came to George Washington because I wanted to study the intersection of business and public policy.
This job has as much of a scientist as of an actor, because when you are in front of a class of students, you have a transformative power. You may simply repeat what's in the textbook, or you may try to bring them with you in your enthusiasm for the topic and for the subject.
My motivation to work in the education system comes essentially from my interest in knowledge and learning. I also liked the whole academic lifestyle, where you choose what you want to do and essentially you motivate and drive yourself. Typically in academics we don't have bosses, but it's all self-motivation and self-interest. So these are some of the things that led me to academics.
Cela finalement a permis un enracinement fort auprès de jeunes gens que nous avons ainsi accompagnés au moment charnière de leur existence, depuis presque 20 ans. Ils prennent de l'expérience, 20 ans c'est long, ils prennent de l'expérience chaque jour et ils alimentent aujourd'hui un réseau finalement puissant de cadres et de managers d'élite et qui nous demandent, en grandissant, de continuer de remplir notre mission auprès de leurs propres enfants.
I have my speech, I have my message, but I have also my capacity to interact with people and to make them feel what I am feeling. And I love that. It's a moment of deep sharing that I believe is at the very heart of what education means.